Hi guys, so I'm going to read Strange Tales number 104. This is the first appearance of Pastebot Pete, later to be known as the Trapster. Um, he would be a member of the Frightful Four when that story arc would happen later on, but originally, like the Wizard, he was a Human Torch villain, like for his solo stories. So Human Torch battles the most fantastic foe of all, Pastepot Pete and his unbeatable super weapon. If one of those streams of fireproof paste hits me, I'm a goner. My paste gun will defeat you, Torch, as it has defeated all the others. The Human Torch meets Pastepot Pete. Your crime career is finished, Pete. I cornered you at last. So, you think you don't need the rest of the Fantastic Four, eh? You think you alone are a match for me? Well, you're about to learn differently, you blazing brat. Plot Stan Lee. Script Larry Lieber. Art Jack Kirby. Inking Dick Ayers. And lettering Artie Simic. The people of Glenville, Johnny Storm is just an average teenager who attends high school and likes hot rods. And like many of his pals, Johnny has a small savings account in the town bank. I have to be more careful. I absently-mindedly almost wrote Human Torch on the deposit slip. It would take only one such accident for my secret identity to be uncovered. Then Johnny Storm would have to be a celebrity. I'd have no privacy. I'd be unable to do undercover work. Well, yeah, later on he becomes... him having a secret identity as Human Torch is not going to take long, because in the main Fantastic Four comics, it's basically he was always publicly known Johnny Storm as Human Torch. But suddenly a flamboyant figure bursts into the bank. Hey, get a load of the refugee from Masquerade Ball. Wonder he's advertising. Meet Pastepot Pete, master criminal. Stop, you can't come back here. Guard, guard. Crude crooks shoot lead, but I shoot paste. Observe. I'm stuck to the wall. I can't move. Splat. And as for your armed guard, what good's a gun, wep, if it's pasted to its holster? I can't pull it out. It won't budge. I've got to flame on and stop the robbery. But if I do, all these people will learn I'm the Human Torch. There's only one thing to do. While everyone's attention is focused on Pastebot Pete, Johnny ignites his fingers and shoots out a stream of flame, too thin to be noticed. Out of my way. He's escaping with the money. When the fire stream is far enough away, Johnny makes it expand into a familiar shape. It's the Human Torch! Pastepot Pete is as good as caught now. But to make the imitation torch capture Pete is too intricate and difficult an act for Johnny to perform by remote control. The best he can do is will his flaming fugitive to follow the fugitive. Or flaming figure to follow the fugitive. The torch isn't stopping him. What's wrong? You must be scared of him. Looks like the Human Torch isn't as all he's cracked up to be. Come on, we'll nab that sticky cornball ourselves. That's what you think. My feet are stuck to the ground. The paste is strongest cement. I can't budge. Naturally, paste is the supreme weapon. The police, one of the tellers, must have set off an alarm. He's firing paste at us. What is this, some kind of gag? Scree. Gag, heck, he stopped us cold. The doors won't open, even the windows are stuck. We're sealed in here. He's getting away, and we're helpless to stop him. I'm home free, and ready to commit my next robbery. And just above the fleeing fugitive, a Johnny Storm's duplicate fire figure follows Pete. It leaves a trail of invisible heat waves in the air. No need to worry about that harmless figure above me. Meanwhile, Johnny himself has left the bank and rushed into a nearby alley. Now's my chance. Flame on! A moment later, the living human takes to the air. Good thing I'm sensitive enough to heat to follow these waves, and an ordinary human couldn't detect them. Look, it's the torch again! What's he doing showing himself around here, after the way he let Paste Pot Pete escape? A short time later, the heat waves lead along this road. There's Pete's abandoned motorcycle. He must have switched to another means of transportation to throw the police off the trail. But no matter what he's driving, I'll overtake him as long as my imitation torch stays on his tail. And at that moment at a nearby missile base. Sorry, buddy, nobody's allowed on the base without a pass. Oh, that's too bad. Too bad for you. My arms! They're stuck to my sides. I can't move my feet. And in case you intend for calling your help, you'll find your lips sealed, too, for the next hour or so. No. Now to steal the government's latest missile, a new experimental type for which any red nation would pay a fortune. Then I'll either sell it back to this government, or to some other, whichever offers me more money. It'll be the boldest crime of the century. And even as Paste Pot Pete steals onto the base, everything checks out. We're ready to fire the Delta Cosmic Missile, the most powerful rocket invented, and yet it's no larger than a man. Start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There it is. I'm just in time. Uncovering a specially designed paste cannon, Pete aims it at the mighty missile and fires. 2, 1, 0. A direct hit. Now all I have to do is drive away, taking the missile with me. And anyone who tries to stop me will get a taste of paste. Ha 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 ha. Whap, just like those two guards. Hey, what the? I got the accelerator to the floor, but the Jeep won't budge. Holy smoke, it's pasted down. I can't budge it. But before the triumphant laugh of the supercriminal can fade away, there's my fiery duplicate, and below is Pastebot Pete himself. This time he won't escape me. I'll just transform my blazing image into flaming spears, and hurl them at the getaway truck's tires. But Pete's lightning-fast reflexes enable him to maneuver the truck past the red-hot spears. Screech! Wow, he dodged all of them. Okay, it's his point, but now I'll give him something he can't race away from. He's burning a ditch all around me. Blast it. He's moving so fast, I can't get a beat on him. But I'm not beaten yet. That pile of lumber is the answer. I gotta get off this base before my pace wears off the guards. I'll just reel in 2 planks. What's he doing now? And ride on out of here. Alright, now I'm through playing games. I'm gonna melt that truck right down around him. And then... But before the torch can complete his dive... Uh-oh, my flame passed its time limit. It's going out. Ha! So I win again. Here's a nice sticky present for you, Torch. Now, isn't that a sight? One of the mighty Fantastic Four, helplessly hung up by Pastebot Pete. Ah! But unobserved by the Torch and his foe, some of the paste seeps into the missile, and a moment later it triggers off the delicate electronic mechanism. It's blasting off! With a thundering surge of power, the huge rocket soars skyward, carrying its helpless human cargo. Looks like curtains for me. This is a non-stop ride until the ICBM blasts into the sea. No, the missile's intense heat has revived my own powers. I can flame on again. But if I do, the fire will ignite the warhead and explode it. I won't stand a chance. But if I don't flame on, then I'll remain stuck to this outer shell until it blows up on the ocean. Either way, I'm a goner. But then, as the last remaining seconds bring the torch closer and closer to an almost certain doom, I've only one chance of getting out of this alive. I must ignite just one finger. There. Now I've got to shoot out a tiny fireball, control it so accurately that it will burn the paste without touching the missile itself. Just seconds longer. Must keep calm, mustn't panic. That's it, slowly. Slowly, can't afford a single slip. There, I melted all the paste. I'm free! Flame on! Whoa, I just got out of range at the nick of time. Boom! And now to settle the score with Paste Pot Pete. Blazing through the sky at top speed, the fiery Avengerer soon sights his fleeting foe. The torch? He's still alive? Fighting mad and thirsting for revenge, the torch takes no chances this time. As soon as he's within range, he hurls a deadly barrage of fireballs at his enemy's truck. Now let's see you make a getaway with a melted engine. He's like a wrathful living inferno. But no flaming freak can defeat Paste Pot Pete. If it's a showdown you want, you'll get it. Come closer, I dare you. I'll be glad to oblige, mister, soon as I send a fireball ahead of me. Yo! It hit my paste pot. It's too hot to hold. Next, to make sure you can't escape, I'll surround you with a circle of controlled flame. Blast you! You can't do this to me! And now, mister, we'll finish off this little game, according to my rules. You still have your paste gun, but it's only good for one more shot. And no single shot of paste can stop me now. You're finished, Pete. No, not yet. Watch this. I'll use my final shot to witch a ride on that plane, which is just taking off. Splat. So I'm still one jump ahead of you. Ha! My flame's going weak again. I can't fly after him. Gotta reach the control tower. I'll radio the pilot to return to base. But flying at nearly the speed of sound, the swift jet is over the ocean when the message is received. What is this, some kind of gag? Okay, don't get excited. Charlie, see if there's a guy hanging off from the plane. There's my boat, waiting for me. Holy smoke, there was someone! He's diving into the sea! Because of the torch, my entire brilliant plan netted me nothing. In fact, I'm lucky to escape with my skin. You hired me to meet you here and get you out of this country in case something went wrong, but I never guessed you'd arrive this way. Neither did I, you fool. What happened back there? No time for stupid questions. Head into the fog before that blasted human torch and find me again. And while the fantastic Paste Pot Pete escapes into the mist, our new Delta missile's in safe hands again. And we've recovered the loot from the bank robbery. It was hidden under the seat of Pete's truck. Good. Well, Torch, you sure stopped the Paste Pot thief. I bet he won't dare to show up again. Won't he? I wonder. Don't miss the further adventures of the Human Torch in the fabulous Fantastic Four magazine, on sale everywhere, and of course in the next surprise-filled issue of Strange Tales. So, that's the end of this comic. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.